All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Nate Baer, Monument Traders Alliance lead technical tactician. And in today's video update, just want to kind of go over the indexes, and then I've got a fresh trade setup that I am looking for entry this week. Now, obviously, the big story, the big theme is that the next 2 weeks are potentially going to sort of guide and shape, how we kind of round out the rest of the year, right? We've got tons of big tech earnings this week. We've got the election coming up next week. We've got federal, the FOMC coming up. It's a big couple of weeks. So with that in mind, my biggest thing here is I kind of want to be light. I want to be loose. I want to be nimble. I want to be ready for anything. But with that said, and look, this can change like that in this environment, but in the charts, I'm not seeing anything terribly concerning here. Now, the SPY has a fresh 195-minute squeeze. We're in the buy zone. This looks really, really good to me. If we look at the Qs, it's kind of the same thing. We've got a fresh 195-minute squeeze. We're in the buy zone. It's hard to get too bearish looking at these bigger time frame charts. But again, with that said, we're in a period of time where things can change so quickly, right? Like, if we've got $4 trillion plus companies reporting earnings this week, if they come out and sort of crap the bed, that changes the narrative a little bit, right? If they come out and they all, say, hey, we're doing great, we're gonna raise and everything's looking great, great. We just keep grinding higher, right? So anyway, that's kind of my overall outlook right now is I want to be light. I want to be ready for anything. This can change day to day over the next couple of weeks as we sort of get through this period of time. And then from there into the end of the year, we start looking for, end of the year rally, Santa Claus rally, stuff like that. Is what I'm thinking at the moment. As far as a fresh trade setup for today, I want to pull up S.A.M here, which again, if you don't know what S.A.M is, this is our AI scanner. I'm going to put this back to yesterday so I can see what the data looked like yesterday. We're going to look at the S&P 500, and I'm just going to filter this by S up, which is basically saying, all right, let's see what on the S&P 500 has the most A-plus squeezes. And the first one here, DE. Let's take a look at that. So DE here has a beautiful daily squeeze. So very strong chart, right? This is bottom left, upper right. It's been consolidating now for a while. And if you look at this on a weekly, it's got a pretty nice structure, right? It's just nice, smooth, steady. And then if we start looking at this daily chart over here, we notice we've got a squeeze, we've got our momentum shift, we've got this beautiful woodpecker pattern, which is my favorite pattern to play. And I'm going to look at entering DE ideally around the point of control, right? Which is right here around 40, we'll call it 407. I'm actually going to create an alert myself right now. If this thing falls below 408, that's kind of where I want to start getting involved, right off this point of control, right off that 21 EMA. And then I think DE has earnings coming up. Yeah, not until actually late November. So what I'd like to do is let's go look at DE options. Oops. And let's see how we'd want to play this. Now, these options are not going to be necessarily cheap, but that's okay. So what I'd like to do is go out to middle of November, and probably just look at picking up these, Delta 56, these at the money, slightly in the money 410 calls, going out again into that 11:15 expiration. So the trade plan for me would be to get into DE as close to this point of control that we can. Again, let me zoom in to the pattern we're playing and get these updated values. But trying to get in near this point of control, which is around 407, right? For me, I would probably stop out around 404, underneath the majority of this price action. So about a $3 risk. And then for a target, I would be looking at the 1272 extension of this pattern, which puts us up into about 427. Okay. So entering around 407, stopping out, 404, 403, give yourself $3 to $4 of wiggle room, and then targeting a move up in here past this 420 level up into the extension target at 427. All right. That's what I've got. I hope it helps, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.